As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Winston. On the slant, this is Chark. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
They're not even trying to do
Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 71 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
The score, Jaguars 7, Broncos 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Locke working out of the gun. He'll find Lindsay here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A run with Lindsay out of the gun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
The tackle made by Miles Jack brings up 3rd down.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lindsay. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
At the 30-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Now Locke.
2nd and 9.
Open man handle. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsay looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Just shy of the goal.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
3-yard loss. It's now 4th down and goal.
61. Matchbox, light. And let's get them horns. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. But they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and a yard, Winston escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Just shy of midfield.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 51 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that there to stop him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Block. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. There he goes right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jakeem Grant, 84 yards. yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
For the extra point.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Working out of the gun, Winston. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
That's good.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Hey, we gotta get to that Mike over there. You got nothing to that. You got nothing. He's checking his head.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it first and 10. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run the option to pick it up. That's out to the left and complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Broncos' 30-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And Winston lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah,
that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time to try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman.
On to punt for the Broncos.
He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Shrugs him off. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Locke. Looking sideline, incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Play action. Now it's Locke. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. They went down to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. The open man is Westbrook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Jacksonville.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now Winston. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Winston. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. He's at the 30, 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, I think we all know the turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the 3rd quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good. And then...
yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick 6. And I don't know, the rest of the second half shaping up to be very interesting. Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Come on now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Winston. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb, his 2nd sack of the night.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give them 14 on that one, and a 1st down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now an option play on 2nd down. A quick throw outside by Locke. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st down, Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Winston. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Bradley Chubb bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey, and he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 10 yards out, and the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they've faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point, hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the turnover, here's Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. 2nd and 5.
Made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A lot going to throw it here. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Number 8.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33.
Winston's pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And now we're going to get a timeout.
12-yard line.
Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game.
29-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
17.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.